Child's pose is always available, and that's where you just rest and regain your breath. The breath is the most important thing. So as long as you are breathing, you can stay safe in your body, safe in your being, and that's what is most important there. So take as many breaks as you want and learn how to respect your body. You can always rejoin again when you are ready. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So step onto your mat. And just come into a comfortable seated position where we can take a few minutes to relax and get centered, grounded, and bring your awareness within, focusing on your breath now. Slowing your inhales and exhales down. And just allowing your mind to relax, your entire brain. Just letting it all go. Relaxing all the muscles around your shoulders, your neck area. Maybe even bring your chin down towards your chest. And now let's contract your bandhas. This is how you harness your energy, so pull your pelvic wall up and the navel in towards the spine. Now you'll find that your tailbone automatically tucks under slightly, and help it out. Lengthen out your spine by pulling up through the crown of your head, giving space to each vertebrae. And remember to keep your core locked out strong throughout the entire practice. This will help to protect your lower back and strengthen your poses. That way the entire practice can be an abdominal workout. And remember to keep your core contracted. It can be done at any time during the day. Whether you're walking or talking, sitting, driving, you can pull up and in. Lengthen up through your spine, relax your shoulders down. This will help to improve your posture and release long-held holding patterns within the body. And again, if your chin is slightly down towards your chest, just enough to press on the glands in your neck, very gently breathing into them. Knowing that when you press on these glands right in the neck area, that's an instant trigger for relaxation. And this can be done at any time you need a boost. So all we're doing here is practicing how to keep the core contracted, yet the chest and lungs, heart center is open and free. The breath is not constricted whatsoever, so it's relaxed. Breath easily flows in and out, yet your core is locked out and strong. So it takes a while to practice how to breathe this way and how to hold your body this way, balancing your action with relaxation. Just being patient with yourself. Send your breath into the back of your throat, making an audible sound. Sounds a lot like the ocean. That ebb and flow. And the audible sound will remind you to stay connected to your breath. Relaxing the shoulders down your back a little bit more, opening them up, just rolling them up and back. Very slowly start to roll right ear towards right shoulder. And as you breathe your way from side to side, you're going to release any effects that the weekend had on us. That way we can start off our week with a clean slate, energized, focused, calm, and grounded. So just breathe your way back and forth and stop at any point that you need to, that your body wants to. If you need to breathe a little bit more into that area, especially if there is a kink or if there's some tightness that you feel, search out any pockets of tension and then breathe it out. Send your breath there, allowing those muscles to relax, giving more space into the muscle so you can send your breath there. Now stop when the ear is at the right shoulder, and we're just going to turn the nose up towards the sky. Send the other shoulder down. And then slowly start to turn your nose down towards the ground. Breathe your way to the other side now. Rolling the opposite shoulder down and back. Turning the nose up towards the sky. And then rolling it down towards the ground. Remember, stopping at any place that you need to, that you see fit. Listening to your body, and then coming back to center. Now hands on the knees. We're just going to roll the spine back, really pull the belly in, and round the shoulders forward. And inhale, bringing the chest up, arching the spine. So we're moving through cat-cow here. And this is just warming up the body, warming up the back, seeing how it feels within your body today. And diagnosing yourself, knowing that every day is different. So just checking yourself out. Looking for pockets of tension. And sending your breath there so you can release them. Now when you're moving back and forth, you just want to make sure that you're breathing. So your breath is leading the body. Your body does not move unless your breath allows it to. So just rolling back and forth. Seeing what feels good today. Bringing all your awareness into your body and respecting your body's limits. So you never want to push, strain, or pull. You want to gently poke and prod your tissues to life using your breath. Now let's move into downward facing dog. You're just going to come onto your hands and feet. Now use every bit of the hand that you're given. So spread the fingertips wide like starfish and suction cup them to the mat. Round your elbows in towards each other and walk your feet to where you feel comfortable, where you can lift up the hips, pressing your chest back towards your thighs, straightening out through the shoulders. You can keep a slight bend in your knees and ground your heels down towards the ground. Just let your head go. Let your head be heavy here. And we're just going to walk it out back and forth. So alternating heels down to the mat, straightening one leg, bending the other, and breathing into any part of your body that needs special attention. And just seeing how your back feels right now, how it feels today. In down dog, we are decompressing the spine, as well as strengthening and conditioning your entire body. So just breathe your way through it. On the in-breath, you want to press down, forward, and away. And on the out-breath, you want to ground your heels down towards the ground in the opposite direction. Same time, lifting your hips up. Now inhale, right leg reaches long behind you. Now square your hips, roll your right hip down just so it's equal with the left hip and nice and even, so you can get the stretch and strengthen your inner thighs by scissoring them together, sending your breath past your toes and up into the uplifted limb to keep yourself lifted up so you can ground down at the same time. And exhale. We're going to step it wide. Right foot outside right hand. Now make feet arms up. So maybe move your left foot out a little bit. Inhale. Wah! I'm going to fall down the hill. Coral under there. But it's okay if you fall, of course. Falling is learning. Use all your muscles to keep you lifted. So just lunge forward on the back, or keep the back heel lifted up. And you're going to lunge forward on your toes. And then send the back of your thigh up towards the sky. And the knee is stacked right over the heel. Shoulders roll down your back. Now dynamic fingertips, you want to reach up past the fingertips. Grounding down, yet lifting up at the same time. So balancing your action with relaxation and setting your eyes on a non-moving object. That way, when you still the eyes, you still the mind, and the body will follow. Coming into your shoulder rinse. So just bring your hands behind you, interlace the fingers, palms together. Elbows don't have to be straight, of course, just as long as you're relaxing the tops of your shoulders down your back and lengthening, elongating the back of your neck. One more breath here in your shoulder rinse. And release on the exhale. Let go of any tension that may or may not have been there. Inhale, circle sweep, arms to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now lean forward, really press back through your heel and twist. Left elbow outside, right knee. Got a little piece of coral right under my foot, so I'm going to balance on my big toe. We're checking out a new beach here, starting to feature all the beautiful beaches of Maui. There's so many here. So continue to twist and just roll your shoulders down your back. Last breath here. Just doing the best that you can. And come back to center. Hands down. Now bring your knee down to the mat, and you're just going to allow your knee to come open to the side. And you're looking at the bottom of your foot now. So you're on the outer knife edge of your foot, just resting there while dynamically pressing your palms down to the ground. So this is an active stretch. You're lifting up and then breathing into your hips right here. Now staying here, this is more than enough. This is plenty, or you can come into your twist. Left hand stays, right arm lifts up as you breathe it up, bending the back knee, taking hold of your foot, and then opening up to the sky. Very gently kicking back into your grip as you open. And then breathing into all of these places. The hips, the feet, the ankles, the hands, the shoulders, and your back. So circulate your breath through all of these areas, allowing them to relax and open up, strengthening at the same time. One more breath here. And next exhale, we release out of the pose. Coming back to face forward, tucking your toes, straightening your leg, lifting it up. Now press the ground away, back into high push-up, high plank. So press back through your heels, stacking your joints. So wrists directly under shoulders, bend the elbows, lower down, keep them tucked into the sides. So elbows stay into the sides, hover here. Really press back through your heels and forward through the crown of your head. Tuck your tailbone under, core strong. Inhale, roll over tops of toes, lift up your thighs so that you won't collapse in your lower back. Open up your heart, upward facing dog. Really try to pull your heels away from your heart center. Now activate your core and use your abdominal muscles to pull your hips back into your downward facing dog. Let's walk it out again. Now breathe into it. Poking and prodding the tissues along your lower back here. And just seeing how it feels. Observing without judgment. Just letting your head go and breathing. Now inhale, left leg reaches long. Thinking more about length than it is about height. And rolling left hip down just so it's even with the right. Now scissor the inner thighs. So use your midline strength. Squeeze your inner thighs together even though they're apart. Really reach past your toes. Send your breath up here to keep you lifted. That way you can ground down and lift at the same time. Exhale, step it wide. Bring the foot outside left hand. Make sure you have plenty of room, so maybe open up the back foot, send it out a little bit. That way you're not balancing on a tightrope. Oh yeah, way better on this side. Inhale, upper body to rise, and then just lunge forward on the back foot, keeping the heel lifted. Now lifting up and in, core lock solid, back of the thigh, lifting it up towards the sky, rolling the shoulders down your back, just Just letting them spiral down away from each other. Lots of space between the shoulders and the ears. Lengthening up through the crown of your head and 100% focused. Finding that non-moving object to still the eyes upon. Because when you focus your eyes and when you keep your eyes focused, distractions will eclipse themselves. So here we train ourselves how to do that. How to stay focused and not get distracted by everything else going on. Shoulder rinse. Now try the opposite thumb on top, just to even out, balance out both sides of the body. And just breathe into your shoulders. So there's no comparing yourself to where you think you should be. Just let go of any picture you have in your mind of how you think it should be, and then just allow yourself to be whatever it is you are today, right here, right now. And we work from there. Release the shoulders. Take a breath. Inhale, circle sweep up. And exhale, hands to heart center, lean forward and twist. Right elbow, outside, left knee. And just breathing your way through the stretch. We're balancing our action with relaxation. And we won't be here for too much longer. So when you're in a pose, you're finding comfort in an uncomfortable situation. So we use our breath here. Inhale, prana, oxygen, life force, energy. And exhale, you use that energy, maybe come into your pose a little bit deeper. Last breath here, inhale. And exhale. Bring your hands down to the mat inside the foot. Back knee down. Just allow your knee to splay open. You can stay here as long as you like. This is a wonderful hip opener. And remember, we're balancing our action with relaxation. So really, press the ground away. I'm up a little bit higher on my fingertips. This side's a little bit tighter than the other. So if you find that, just bringing your awareness to whatever your tighter side is, and then sending your breath there. So whichever side is tighter, you just want to work it a little bit deeper with your breath, but not forceful. You want to allow yourself to grow naturally. Now, if you want to move on or stay, right hand stays, left arm reaches up, bending the back knee, taking hold of your foot, and very gently kicking back into the grip as you open up towards the sky. You can point your nose down if that feels a little bit better. Circulating your breath and grounding down, lifting up at the same time. Last breath here. Deep inhale. And exhale, release. Come back to center front. Tuck your back toes, lift it up. Now press the ground away. Step it back to high plank position. Press back through your heels. Make sure your joints are stacked. Here we flow. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Hover here. You are strong. Inhale, rolling it into upward facing dog. Really point the toes back. Lift the thighs. Open up the heart. Exhale, use your core to lift your hips back to downward facing dog. Pressing the chest back towards the thighs. Bending your knees as much as you like. Knowing that the more you bend your knees, the deeper of a stretch you'll get in your lower back especially. And now inhale, right leg reaches up, long behind you, send it back. Reach past the toes to activate every muscle in this leg. Exhale, again, crescent warrior, Anjaneyasana, so step it wide. Get that coral out from under there. So right foot, outside right hand. Make sure there's plenty of room between your feet. Inhale, strong foundation. Upper body arms to rise. Squaring your body to the front. Staying up, on the toes, pressing back through the heel. And coming into your eagle. So next, exhale. Swoop left arm underneath right elbow. And palms to touch. If that's not available, just reach for opposite shoulders. And then bring the elbows right up to shoulder height. And just allow your shoulders to unwind down your back, away from your ears. And now warrior 3. Next inhale, press off the back foot, strong right leg, solid foundation. So just take your time and do whatever you need to do to slowly teeter-totter upper body down, and left leg extends back. Now maybe rolling the left hip down just so it's even with the right. Keeping the elbows lifted all the way up to shoulder height. And lengthening, reaching past the toes and past the fingertips. Now breathing your way into full eagle without letting the left toes touch the ground. Bring the left leg up and over, wrapping it around and sitting down. Squaring the hips, shoulders, facing the same direction, and squeezing the knees and elbows centered at the midline. That curl. And then maybe putting your eagle to sleep. Reaching the leg back, upper body teeter-totters down as you lengthen and into the back on the mat. Exalt your warrior, deepen your front lunge, lifting the elbows high up and back. Exhale, release the arms, set them down on the mat, and now press the mat away, 2-step the feet back into high push-up, flow it out, bend the elbows, lower it down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Really open up the chest and exhale. Use your core to lift your hips back into downward facing dog. Other side. Inhale. Left leg lifts up and back. Rolling the left hip down. Even with the right. Breathe past your uplifted foot. And exhale. Step it wide. Left foot outside, left hand. Lots of room between the feet. Strong foundation as you inhale up. Just relaxing your shoulders down your back, settling your eyes, focusing your breath, and then breathe the right arm to swoop down and underneath the left. Wrap it around and lift the shoulders up or lift the elbows up to shoulder height. And the shoulders down your back, same time, creating that natural traction within the body. Ready to take flight now. Inhale, press off your back foot, strong left leg, and really anchor down into all corners of your foot to help keep you balanced, as well as your eyes locked one place, and using your core muscles to keep you lifted, locked out solid. And then bring elbows up, reaching past the fingertips and past the back toes. Now moving into your full gonna stop practicing here. And then taking whatever position you did before. Wrap the legs around. You just want to make sure that the knees and the elbows stay at your center line, the midline of the body. And around your back, belly in. Lengthening it out, lowering upper body down, and then set back foot down on the mat. Exalt your warrior, lift up and back. Elbows nice and high. And release. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat, press the ground away, step back into high plank, flow it out, lower it down. Inhale, press it upward facing dog. And exhale, use your core to lift your hips, down dog. Take a breath now. In through the nose and out through the nose. One more breath here. In through the nose and out through the nose. Now coming down onto the knees, and just do one set of camel. So knees are about hip width distance apart, hands to the lower back. You can place your fingertips up if you like, or down, whichever feels good to you. Just roll your shoulders back and really start to press your hips forward. And it's more about pressing the hips forward and the chest up to the sky than it is about back bending, because you don't want to look like an Allen wrench and crunch your lower back. You want to lengthen all the way through the crown of your head, giving more space to each vertebrae, decompressing the spine. So pressing the hips forward just as much as is comfortable. Really tuck the tailbone under. Your bottom half is locked out strong, so flex every muscle in your bottom half, legs, everything flexed, rock solid. And then lift your heart. You can relax your head if that feels okay. And then just breathe. Slowly come out of this, one vertebrae at a time. Hips to heels, arms long, knees wide, child's pose, head down. Now that is a very intense heart opener, so just breathe through whatever may or may not have come up. Sometimes things get stuck, energies, whatever, stress, whatever you want to call it, in our bodies, in our joints, especially in our solar plexus and heart center and the throat. So that really opens it all up. So we just released whatever may or may not have been there. So if you need to take another moment to breathe it out, feel free to do so. Otherwise, come forward. We're going to work on the spine. High plank, high push-up position, bend the elbows and lower it all the way down to the ground. Now, anchor your feet, the tops of your feet down so much that you lift your kneecaps up off the mat. So activate and engage all of your lower body now. Anchor the pelvic down into the ground. Fingertips just at shoulder level and lift up through the crown of your head. Breathing here, you're pressing down and lifting up through the crown of your head. All focus is working on strengthening your lower spine, your lower back. So really send your breath there. The more you squeeze here and the more you anchor down, the more the tiny little muscles along your lower back and pelvic region will strengthen. One more breath here. Really anchor down and lift up. And release. Just placing your head on your hands. Going from 100% effort to 100% relaxation. And when you relax your muscles, you're giving them time to absorb all that hard work that you've put into them. And that is why stillness is necessary along with yoga. We balance day and night, action with the non-action, seamlessly transitioning them together. And we use yoga for that. Yoga means to yoke, unite, bring together, and that is the breath. We breathe our way and use our breath to connect. Mind, body, soul, all working as one integrated unit. All right, ready? Bring right hand out to the side. And now your left fingertips are just up here by your shoulder. You're going to use that to guide your body onto the side. And you just want to come over until you can feel that stretch. And just go as far as feels good to you. Maybe you're not rolled onto your side completely. So it's learning how your body feels. And maybe if it's painful to have your arm out to the side. If so, you can bring your hand down. Just doing whatever it is that works for you. Because you need to do whatever it is that you need to do, right? And your body will tell you when to push and when to pull back. How far to go. That edge is right where we want to play it with our breath. Where more is too much, less is not enough. You want to breathe it from there. So just sending your breath into your shoulder. Keeping your neck long, so lift up continually through the crown of your head. That way you're releasing any stress that might be in the neck joints as well. Not adding to it. Now slowly coming out, and we're going to breathe our way to the other side. So rolling onto your tummy, right hand at your shoulder, left arm out. Spread the fingertips wide like starfish. You're going to grip with your fingertips as well. Remember, you're going to use every bit of the hand that we're given. And when you grip with your fingertips, activate the pose just a little bit more, rather than just hanging out. And elongate the back of your neck. Keep it nice and long as you breathe it away. Releasing long held holding patterns in the body by just using your breath. One more deep breath here, and this can be done standing up as well against the wall. Anytime during the day. Our shoulders absorb so much shock and stress. So here we are, releasing it out. Allowing it to recycle itself back into nature. Now slowly come rolling back onto the tummy. Fingertips right at the shoulders. And press yourself back. Anahata. Just pressing the chest back towards the thighs, lifting your tailbone up towards the sky. Or half dog. Just stretching out the shoulders here. And now slowly roll over onto the back. And we're going to come into bridge here. Feet flat, hip width distance apart. Fingertips just graze the backs of your heels. That's how far you want your heels to be away from your particular body height. And inhale, press down through the heels, lift the hips up, tuck the tailbone under. Now keep the knees about hip-width distance apart, but squeeze the inner thighs together. Walking your shoulders a little bit closer together, interlacing the hands. It's okay if the palms don't touch and the arms aren't straight. You just want to put the pressure into the backs of your arms and shoulders to alleviate any pressure off your neck. Continue to ground down through your heels. And now you can stay here. This is plenty. Or inhale, right knee into the chest, straightening the leg and then pointing the toe up at the sky. Sending your breath there, keeping it lifted. And then placing right heel above the left knee. Keep the top foot flexed here. And trying to keep both hips even, opened up. Continue to ground down evenly through the backs of the arms. And now completely cross the leg over. Cross-legged position and squeeze the knees together. So knees are at the center line of the body. Point the top toes down, lifting the hips up. And release, hips down to the ground. Very gently, very slowly. Bottoms of feet together, knees apart. Supta Baddha Konasana, hand on your heart, hand on your belly. And circle your energy round and round. Your breath comes in through the nose, going down your spine, coming back up as you exhale. Same place through the nose. That way we control how energy comes in. Anchor your pelvic wall up and in, nice and strong. Harness your energy. That way you're not a live wire spewing it out all over the place. And we also control how the energy comes out through the nose. Same way it went in. And now other side. Feet flat, hip-width distance apart. Fingertips graze the backs of your heels. Inhale, ground the heels down, lift the hips up. Walk the shoulders in. Maybe try opposite grip, opposite thumb on top. And a nice even stretch throughout the body. And very gently pressing down on the glands in the neck, but not too much pressure in the neck. Most of it is into the backs of your arms and shoulders. Now you can stay here, enjoying this bridge, or inhale, left knee into the chest, straightening the leg, reaching the toe high to the sky, lifting up as best you can, and then bring the heel on top of the knee, keeping that foot flexed, opening up the hips. And again, just doing the best that you can and breathing into it. Trying to keep the hips level. And now cross all the way over. Squeeze the knees in towards your center line. Point the top toe down. So you're scissoring your thighs. Scissoring the inside of your thighs together. Sending the right knee over towards the left and the left knee over towards the right. And relax it down. Hips come all the way down, very gentle, very slow. Bottoms of feet together, knees apart. Contract your core, pull it up and in. And now opposite hand on top, right at your forehead, and the other hand at the belly. Again, circle your breath round and round. When your blood is pumping at its peak and your energy level is at its highest, it's when we use our fire, that agni, that magic that we create, that heat that we made happen to heal ourselves. So now breathe into any part of your body that needs special attention. We're going to use our fire to balance our water within. So send your breath, especially if there's a part of yourself that you've ignored for a really long time. Now would be the time to send your breath, and you breathe into it, learning how to harness your energy using the breath and breathing into yourself to heal yourself. Put yourself back together and slowly start to release, bringing the knees in towards the chest now. Just going to very gently send the left leg long, using your core to send it away. Left hand, top of right knee, right arm out to the side. Very gentle spinal twist. So just guide your knee along across your body and let it be wherever it is that it wants to be. Just seeing if you can get one hip on top of the other. And it's okay if your knee doesn't touch the ground. It's perfectly fine. Just wanting to maintain both shoulders square to the sky if you can. Now if you'd like to pinwheel, you can bend your bottom knee and take hold of your foot and just grip down there, if that feels good. And you can place your toes on top of your bent bottom knee. Now if you have a grip with your fingertips, you're very gently gripping and opening up just so you can get more of a twist in your lower spine. So focusing your breath there. Your spine was meant to bend 6 different ways. So here we are rinsing it out in the twist. So your fingertips and your hands are just very gently helping that twist out. Last breath here. Slowly unwind, coming back to center, knees together, bringing them into the chest. Now hang on to the left knee, send the right leg long, using your core. Right hand on top of left knee, gently bring it over across the body. Maybe tucking the toe on top of the bottom leg, only if that feels good. Maintaining shoulders square to the sky. And staying here, or if you'd like to pinwheel, bending the bottom knee. Taking hold of your foot. And just seeing if you can get one hip directly on top of the other. And if you have a grip, help it out. Help your spinal twist. One final rinse. Gentle belly breathing. You're also using your breath to massage your internal digestive system there. Last breath as we twist it out. And slowly come back to center now. Bringing the knees together. Just wrapping your arms around, coming into a ball and giving yourself a hug. Lengthening out your back. And release. Rocking and rolling up to sitting, facing forward. Just coming to a comfortable seated position. Inhale, circle sweep arms, come all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands to heart center. We're going to set your intention here. May it be for the day, may it be for the week, or for the year. Or maybe dedicating your practice to someone or something special in your life. Whatever your intention may be, let's send that out into the universe as we breathe it away. Inhale, sweeping the arms out and around, sending it out. And exhale, coming right back to you. 2 more times. Inhale, up, out and around. Really stretching out the arms, sending it out dynamically. Exhaling back to your heart center. Last time. Inhale, sending that out. And exhale, coming right back to where we all started. Bringing the thumbs up to third eye. Thank you so much for joining me here on the beautiful beaches of Maui, Hawaii. And I'd love to see you. Stick around tomorrow. Come back. We are going to have a terrific Tuesday. We're going to keep it going, keep the flow alive. May your day and your week be as fantastic as you are. Aloha, mahalo, and namaste. All right, we did it. You did your yoga. How do you feel? Monday. How's everyone doing after that flow? This is your last chance to share, your last chance to send it out there. If you know anyone who could use a little yoga and meditation on the beach, feel free to share away, retweet as much as you like. Hello. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm so glad that we found this way to get connected. Love that vinyasa though. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Jay. So glad that you could be here with us. I've got the sun blaring, so it's a little bit, can't see very well, but I feel your love. We may be oceans away, but I feel your love, and I do hear what you say, and I'm so glad to have you here with me, working on ourselves. This is hard stuff, isn't it? Yes? So tomorrow, let's keep it going. This is Elaina here for Fit.Live. Love you all. Mwah. We'll see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place for your daily inspiration and motivation. Aloha! Get the shot of the back. It's beautiful here.